Hello and welcome to today's August 12th second stimulus check and second stimulus package update. If you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. And if you're not, consider subscribing right now. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you how I'm giving $1,000 away to my community members. So stay till the end. Okay, I keep thinking to myself, when it comes to this stimulus relief negotiations, that if these were televised versus done in secret between Republicans and Democrats, that this whole negotiation issue would probably be over by now. It's time to stop doing this stuff in secret and let us know what you're actually talking about. You know, the Republicans and the Democrats have these meetings for 3 hours where they negotiate our future and how they're going to treat us. And yet, when they come out, all they say to the media is, it was a good meeting, or a bad meeting, or productive, or a waste of time. Seriously, we need more information than that. Let us know what's going on in these negotiations and with our country. Meetings between Republicans and Democrats are still needing to happen. As of right now, there has not been a meeting since Friday of last week. It's no wonder President Trump had to issue an executive order. Steve Mnuchin said that as negotiations came to an end with no productivity on Friday, he made a call to the president and said, "You must step in and take action." We live in a bizarre time where the economy is falling apart and the stock market is rising like crazy. We live in a time where real estate and real estate values are going up like crazy, and yet more people than ever are at risk of becoming homeless. It's like the whole world has gone crazy. Instead of 2020 providing a clear vision, it's left most of us cross-eyed, not knowing how to move forward with our life or with our jobs or with our financial situation. Meanwhile, the costs of good are rising faster than people's ability to pay for those goods and services. Secretary of Treasury Steve Mnuchin has said that the White House is prepared to put more money on the table, meaning more than the $1 trillion package, and urges Democrats to start talks again so that they can find a deal that helps the American people. He said, again, if we can get a fair deal, we're willing to do it this week. If they can find a deal, they'll do it this week, he said. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer both said, Democrats repeat our call to Republicans to return to the table, meet us halfway, and work together to deliver immediate relief to the American people. Lives are being lost and time is of the essence. So essentially, both parties are saying, hey, let's get back to the table. Hey, let's get back to the table. Hey, let's compromise. Let's compromise. And yet neither party is showing up to the table. It's all talk and no action. According to Steve Mnuchin, the only area they agreed upon with the majority from both parties is more money to small businesses and more direct stimulus checks to the people. So at least we got that going for us. But if they don't pass a bill, these are nothing. They're hot air. They're all talk. However, neither businesses nor people can get access to this money if they don't come to the table and draft a bill that can be sent to President Trump. It's like both parties are dangling a carrot neither intends to actually give out at the end. It's very frustrating. Mnuchin said in a statement to Congress, let's not hold up everything over the few things that we disagree upon. Again, it appears the Republican side wants to immediately address money for businesses, direct stimulus checks for the people, and money for schools. The Democrats, however, want an all-encompassing package that gives at least an additional $1 trillion to state and local governments and $600 per week for unemployment, or they won't do a deal at all. So we're stuck between a rock and a hard place, or a Republican and a Democrat. My view on negotiations, Mnuchin said, is if you agree on the things that you can agree on, half legislation that's good for the American public, and then come back for another bill. So get what's done and what we agree upon, get it done now, and then work on the rest after these fires are put out. McConnell said it would be nice if Democrats treated the situation as if it were a crisis. Pelosi said there is no sign of a stimulus deal as Democrats and the White House are miles apart. Pelosi said she plans to hold no more negotiation discussions until Republicans agree to more money. Last I checked, Republicans are ready to sign checks right now on some of the issues and have publicly said this week we are willing to come up from the $1 trillion mark. So why are negotiations not scheduled on either party's calendar? It makes no sense. But I will share more with you as I know more. Hey, as a favor to me, will you give this video a like so that YouTube will share it with others? This is important information, and that's the only way they decide whether to share my videos or not. And if you would please share this on Facebook and other social media, I would sure be grateful. Okay, now it has been announced that presidential nominee Joe Biden has officially announced Kamala Harris of California as his pick for vice president. This is the prediction that I thought would come to pass. I thought he would pick Miss Harris, but whether she's a good pick or a bad pick, I will leave up to you. I'm not going to give an opinion. Tonight I will be doing YouTube Live at 9 p.m. Eastern or 7 p.m. Mountain Time. On tonight's show, I'll be sharing how I'm going to give away $1,000 to my YouTube community to help with bills or groceries or however you feel is best to use that money. This is my way of honoring my dad and helping to help 20 families with their situation. So please tune in, and you could be one of those 20 that I'm able to help. I'll explain the rules and the amounts, but it should be a fun show, so I hope you can join me. I'll get to it in the first 5 or 10 minutes of the show, and then we'll go on and talk about some personal development and some other fun topics. But it'll certainly be better than watching the negative news tonight, so I hope you can join me. If you can't, it will be recorded and available to watch later, but join me if you can. If not, I want to remind you right now that you are amazing and share my appreciation for you being in my community. And I'll see you on the next video.